Welcome to one of the first sessions you may be watching and a bonus session to Ascension, my elite 52-week program for business owners who want to upscale every single area of their life, body, business, and being. So today's session is inspired by one of the most powerful books of all time. It never leaves my bedside table. I permanently have the audiobook on Spotify, and I do exactly what it says, what I'm going to teach you today, that is read my definite chief aim out loud every morning and every evening without fail. It is the most powerful thing that you will ever do. You know, this wasn't just one guy with one thing. Those of you who may have read the book already, you know, this is the culmination of Napoleon Hill at the request of steel magnate Andrew Carnegie, interviewing 500 of the world's most successful men, including people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Ford cars, the light bulb, Mr. Olympia, for those of you that don't know, and obviously the governor of California, and asking them what was the key to success. Now, Think and Grow Rich doesn't have to mean money. Although the definite chief aim is based around that, it could just be your vision of the future. So I want to be really clear from the start, and you should always do this, especially if you're producing your own content. Credit the people who did the work. This isn't my own work. This is my learnings from Think and Grow Rich. They're not my principles, and they're not me pretending that I invented this, but this is my version of it. This is me taking one of the greatest personal development books of all time and translating it into our world, into business, into mindset, into identity, into money, and into leadership, into the man or woman that you're becoming within your business. So Think and Grow Rich is not just a book about money, okay? It's a book about how success is created in the mind before it's created in the real world. And today I'm going to take you through the three most important principles. These three within the book have been more meaningful for me than anyone else. And that's desire, faith, auto-suggestion, and the development of the self-confidence formula. Now, I'm also going to give you two tasks that I believe will genuinely change your life. If you are on Ascension, you should now have received your copy of Think and Grow Rich. You should have received your little black book and your pen, along with your planner and your clarity and momentum planner. So you will be all merched up, all stashed up, ready to go. Now, as you will know from Mindset Mastery, if you've completed that course, you know, information alone does nothing. So take these two tasks seriously and do them properly. If you don't, I mean this with love, you're a fool. Now, reading books alone does nothing. Listening to me or Napoleon Hill or Joe Dispenza does nothing, okay? If you're just passively listening, and what my coach would call mental masturbation, you will feel good in the moment. You will feel inspired. You will feel like you've done something positive, but life is not really going to change. Now, information can change how you think, how you act, and how you see. It's how you see yourself and how you love, but not without the implementation of what you took on board of the information during the listening. So many people say they want more, right? You're probably here because you told me you want more. You want more money, you want more impact, you want more freedom, you want more success, you want a better body, you want a better business, and you want a better future. But the truth is, so many people don't, mine's up there. Like, I can see it now. So many people don't have it clearly defined. It's not good enough just to say, I want to be in better shape. Well, exactly how do you want your body to look? I want more freedom. Okay, well, how many days off a week do you actually want? I want to go on holiday more. Well, how many holidays do you want to go on and where? I want to make more money. Well, how many do you want to make and what date do you want to make it by? Because deadlines drive decisions, okay? And people say they want more, but they haven't clearly defined it. They haven't written it down. They don't read it daily. They don't emotionally connect to it. They don't visualize it. And they actually don't really have a burning desire to achieve it. It's just a bit of a pipe dream. Now, that's not you, because you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't have invested in yourself. But we also have to get clear, and this is what we'll talk about within the first section of desire, is what we're going to give in order to get that. because nothing comes for nothing. Nothing's free. Nothing comes without hard work. So we can't just talk about what we want. We have to talk about what we're willing to give in order to achieve it. And the danger is if, we don't have a clear goal and we're not invested in achieving it and we haven't set a timeline, because as I said, deadlines drive decisions, we just drift, and drifting is dangerous because nobody drifts to great riches. Nobody drifts to incredible success and confidence. Nobody drifts to, having the life of their dreams. But, today we're going to stop living by default and we're going to start living by design. And that comes with creating principle one, which is desire. So this is where everything starts. As I said, I can see mine there. It's not a vague wish. It's not one day it would be nice if. It's not hopefully if I work hard enough. It's a burning desire. There's a difference between saying, I'd like to make money and I want to make sure that I'm doing 50k months minimum by the 1st of August 2026, which we'll come on to. See how I remember that? I can recite it now without looking down. By the 1st of August 2026, I want to be making 50k months. In return for doing this, I will be coaching over 30 business owners per month in order to completely change their lives. In order to make this a reality, I must get to work straight away in improving my social media, my studio, my setup, so I can produce content that attracts new people to my business plans. There you go. How clear and concise is that? Why? Because I read it out loud every day, and I read it out loud every morning, and every night. So it's the exact amount of money that I'm going to create, and I'll let you know when I've done it. It's what I'm going to give in return. It's the date I'm going to create it by, and it's what I need to do to make it happen. So most people don't have a business problem. They don't even have a desire problem. They have a clarity problem. They say they want more out of life, but they haven't defined what that means. Well, how much money? By when? From where? Serving who? Solving what problem? Delivering what value? Money is just a measurement of value. Money comes freely and easily to me for the greater good of all. So if you want more money, give more value, as it will always follow though. So then we need to break this down, which we'll do in further trainings, and kind of, what daily standards align with that? What type of person do I need to come? And the clearest for me, lesson from the whole of Think and Grow Rich is that all riches begin with a burning desire. Not hope, not luck, not wishing. Definite desire, clear desire, knowing exactly what you want and wanting it badly enough that you make different decisions. Because a goal doesn't change your behavior. A goal is just a goal, okay? And if your behavior doesn't change to align with the goal, then it's just a fantasy. It's not a burning desire. So if you say you want a better business, but you're not willing to become more visible, you're not willing to go on your stories every day, you're not willing to learn social media, you're not willing to upgrade your studio, you're not willing to show up on Saturdays and Sundays, then you're probably not going to get what you want, because what you really have is a wish and you're not aligning it, because you need to be more valuable, you need to be more disciplined, you need to be more courageous and consistent. So you will only do that when you have a burning desire. But I'm not going to spoil the whole book for you, but the first section on, on desire is huge. So, we have to decide what we want, then decide what we're willing to do to get it. So I'm going to become better at sales. I'm going to become better at marketing, better at leadership, better at fulfillment, communication, application, copywriting. You've got to have a burning desire, but then the knowledge and the application to do it. So a burning desire says, I know what I want, I know why I want it, I know what date I want it by, I know what I'm willing to give to get it, and I know who I must become. And I'm no longer committed to my old standard. This is where success starts. So what you heard me read out there was my definite chief aim. Now, this is where I'll introduce this task to you, because it's the most powerful thing in the entire book. Like, you probably don't have a definite chief aim now. You have a goal, you have a wish, but it's not specific, it's not time bound, and it's not measurable. So it's a clear written statement of exactly what you intend to create or how you want your life to look. And it matters because your mind needs directions. It needs directions every day. Your energy needs direction. your actions need direction. Your identity needs direction. And without a definite chief aim, you will always drift. With a definite chief aim that you remind yourself of twice a day, you'll always be giving your subconscious mind instructions. So here is mine again, as written out here in clear text. By the 1st of August 2026, we will be consistently smashing 50k months. In return for this, I will be changing the lives of 10 to 30 new business owners every month, each of whom will pay me between £1,000 and £5,000. In order to achieve this, I must get to work immediately on a mission to become incredible at social media, marketing, leadership, sales and service, so I can attract the right people, deliver world-class results and build a business that reflects the standard that I know I'm capable of. It's clear, it's concise, it's time-bound. It's a specific goal, there's a date, there's a target, there's a clear exchange of value, there's service, there's responsibility, there's discipline, there's identity. So this is not just, oh God, I want to make more money next month. Like a proper definite chief aim says exactly what I want, exactly what date I want to achieve it by, exactly what I'm going to give in return for it, and exactly what I must do and who I must come to make it happen. Because as I said, money follows value. So here is the task for you, and I'll put this in the questions below. So you simply need to write by and insert the specific date. I will have created or achieved, it doesn't have to be financial, list your goal or result. In return for this, I will provide specific service, result or contribution. In order to achieve this, I must become identity, skills and standard. Don't worry, I'm posting all this below. Starting immediately, I will commit to specific actions. So don't rush this. Do not write something that sounds nice. Do not write something that sounds achievable. Go fucking big. Write something that moves you. Write something that's going to test you. Write something that scares the shit out of you. Write something that demands growth, demands challenge. And write something that requires you to become a completely different version of yourself. A better version, a stronger version, a more disciplined version, a more committed version. Because you can't take the old you into this new definite chief aim and expect a new result. New you, new results. Bigger mission, bigger metrics. Let's make it measurable and let's get after it. I'll see you on the next session, which is going to be principle 2, which is faith.